So I'm sure you've seen everywhere, drop shipping courses, people talking about how great drop shipping is. So I kind of want to go over some of the stuff about drop shipping before you decide that's a business you want to get into, or before you decide that you're going to buy that course and that's what you want to get started on. Let's start off with talking about how, so drop shipping, right? So it's a fulfillment method where a business relies on a third party to ship orders instead of keeping inventory in stock. And then retailers that dropship products will market and sell products, but never actually handle them. And many small business owners are adopting the dropshipping method as a standalone model or just as a supplement to shipping directly from their brick and mortar stores. So, how does it work? Like, what does it look like? Okay. So, in the dropshipping flow, like a business markets a product made by a different manufacturer, right? So, a customer orders a product from a business, typically online. The business sends the order to the dropshipping supplier and charges the customer. The dropshipping supplier prepares the order and charges the business. Then the dropshipping supplier ships the order to the customer. Dropshipping businesses have very little overhead and, pared down operational costs compared with a traditional retail business. The majority of their work deals with managing a website, working with marketplaces and suppliers, and processing orders. Every marketplace has its own policy, regarding what you can and can't do when dropshipping. Look at Amazon as an example, right? It offers dropshipping services, but it requires that sellers be responsible for processing customer returns. So when you're deciding on a marketplace for dropshipping, you got to be sure to read the fine print. You need to know what you can do and what you can't do. So with anything, there's always going to be pros and there's always going to be cons. So let's talk about some of the pros first, because there's some good pros here. Like I said, what we talked about earlier, the lower initial investment, because you don't have to buy that inventory to sell directly. You can reduce your upfront cost by relying on that third party fulfillment company, right? And then you don't need physical space, right? As an owner, you can operate dropshipping businesses from anywhere without a physical storefront because no inventory management. Without your own stock, dropshipping businesses don't have to spend time managing inventory. No backstock because you don't have to purchase inventory up front. You won't be stuck with products you can't sell as trends come and go. And there's just so many different products you can sell. As long as it can be shipped, you could probably sell it with a drop selling business, right? So then there's the cons. Well, dropshipping comes with a few downsides, right? It can make it a little tricky, but potentially low profits. Because dropshipping businesses rely on third party suppliers to fulfill orders, they can lose part of their profit to wholesalers. And with dropshipping, requiring little investment to get started, competition can be steep and require low prices to make sales. Then you could have inventory issues. If you're not managing your own inventory, you're part of a larger chain of providers. And if your suppliers experience delays or low stock, that means you're going to experience that as well. Then there's complex shipping. If you work with more than one product supplier, calculating a customer's shipping costs can be complicated when their order is fulfilled by more than one wholesaler. Reliance on shipping partners. Not all shipping partners will provide the quality and service that you want to offer your customers, which can lead to bad delivery experiences. Well, how about the payment processing, for drop shipping? Like, how does that work? Well, to take online orders, dropshippers have to work with payment processors. However, payment processors often consider dropshipping a high risk industry due to its high volume of fraudulent charges and frequent chargebacks. With normal e commerce, there's a lot more oversight. So, you could send an inspector, right? They can see your warehouse, they can see how you're doing things right. But, with dropshipping, there's really not that much oversight. So, to mitigate the risk, banks tend to do some pretty aggressive underwriting on the back end. Now, these issues, that high risk businesses experience can end up costing payment processors a lot of money if a dropshipping business has too many returns or accepts, fraudulent payments, leading many third party processors to refuse to work with dropshipping businesses. The payment processors that do work with high risk businesses scrutinize several factors to determine how a business is working to mitigate that risk. Some processors like this, they perform due diligence that often includes, reviewing invoicing procedures, verifying suppliers, investigating, logistic processes, and reading business policies. This approval process can take more time for a high risk business, but it can help them avoid running into issues, later on. Now, reputable high risk payment processors also provide additional services to help dropshipping companies avoid chargebacks and fraudulent transactions. Services that limit the number of charges or total amount processed from the same IP address in a certain time period, that's going to combat that fraud. While not charging a customer's credit card until an item ships can reduce potential chargebacks. Well, now that we know about how the payment processing works, what about the dropshipping suppliers that you're, getting this product from? Okay, well, the core of a dropshipping business is a supplier that can provide the products that your customers are going to purchase, and you're going to need one you can count on. Dropshipping suppliers usually come as vendors or wholesalers. Dropshipping vendors specialize in particular products, and often, they're going to promote their products through dropshipping platforms to make it easier when businesses order. While they might be easier to work with, they tend to charge more for their products. Wholesalers often charge less because they sell items in bulk. However, they might not have as convenient of a process or as much knowledge about the items they sell. Instead of going with whichever supplier carries the product you want to sell, do your research to find a reputable option. Consider consider this. You need to look at directories. Right? You can search domestic and international directories, Alibaba, Inventory Source, to find dropshipping suppliers that can give you a variety of options for different niches. And because many directories screen their suppliers, they're likely to offer legitimate companies. However, many, they're going to charge for access to those directories, right? They might not just give it to you for free. And then you need to ask questions. Not all suppliers will provide the quality you're looking for in a partner. Before jumping into an agreement, speak with a potential supplier to understand how it operates. Ask about charges and fees, what the order process looks like, if they have quality control processes, how they handle returns, and what their billing process looks like. You can also check out reviews, and when you're in doubt, just look at the reviews, right? I'm sure other dropshippers have left reviews, and you can look at those to learn about, the experiences with a potential supplier. Well, last but not least, we need to talk about shipping. Why does shipping matter? Well, when and how orders are delivered to customers is a major factor for how they will feel about your business. Misdelivered packages, the inability to track deliveries, and poorly packaged or broken products is a fast way to get bad reviews for your dropshipping business. But there are a few things you can do to boost your dropshipping business's delivery experience. Focus on quality control. Start by looking for a partner that has the same level of quality controls that you have, right? I mean, you should ensure that products aren't damaged before they're packed and use the right materials for shipping to protect the order. Try to offer more than one shipping option. According to a 2022 study, 87% of consumers said being able to control certain aspects of their shipping experience, such as choosing which day their package will arrive or being able to track a package, would motivate them to purchase from a merchant. And then don't forget insurance. One of the best ways to ease a customer's mind is to offer shipping insurance, which usually covers situations that occur during shipping, such as damage to a package or shipping delays. Businesses can offer to let customers pay for insurance if they choose it, saving the merchant money while soothing customer concerns. And then you need, knowing how to ship your products. Not all shipping companies will ship every product, and some carriers are better at certain items than others. Verify that your partners are using services that can handle the size or weight of your products to ensure that they're going to arrive safely. So when all is said and done, there's a lot going into, drop shipping. But if you don't have a lot of money, it's probably one of the better things to get into. So hopefully you guys got some good information to maybe get you started out on the right foot on drop shipping, or maybe make you say, hold up, let me look into this a little bit more. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you did. But until I see you guys in the next video, y'all be safe.